ball, RJ.
Very cool. Very cool. Moving right along. A player that OU fans have been very interested in here as of late is running back Seth McGowan. A guy that doesn't really talk a whole lot, but when he speaks, people listen. And, watching him, the highlights, of course, you see a big, strong, physical guy that just wants to cut and go. Am I getting that wrong, or is that what you see too?
Yeah, like you said, when he plants and bursts, there is some noticeable explosion there off his plant. I think he's in the 5'11 and a half, 215 range is what he measured at the opening Houston. Now he did not. I don't know if he tested or if he scratched everything. I assume since there was no shuttle and no vert that he did not even test at all. Which, once you've gotten almost 30 offers by that point, that why risk it if you're not sure if you want to have, if you're going to put great testing numbers out there. But we do know we don't have a verified 40 for him. We do know last year, I believe it was about a year ago at the opening Dallas, he was 4.28 in the shuttle, which is very encouraging for a back north of 200 pounds. And he had a 36-inch vertical, which suggests there's some explosion there. Like you said on tape, you notice the size. He's not like a hulking power back, but in that almost 6 foot 215 range, it's pretty much prototypical running back size. I mean, it's college ready size. He runs strong. He runs with impressive initial burst. I probably wouldn't classify him as a burner, but he certainly is not lacking speed, especially considering he's 215 pounds. Now, there may be some of the home run plays that he hits for Mesquite Poteet at the high school level, 5A here in Texas, that may not turn into home runs in college, but he's plenty fast. And, one thing that's really intriguing about him is that he's not going to juke you and string together a bunch of moves in the open field, but he has enough wiggle to make the first guy miss. And like you said, that one cut, he really has put together some impressive tape, and the production backs it up with consecutive 1,000-yard seasons as a sophomore and a junior, playing some pretty strong competition level.
Well, and just to get back to, you're talking about his breakaway speed versus not. The guy that I would comp him to locally at Oklahoma would be Samaje Perine. Now, I know he's not that big. Nobody was coming out of Pflugerville, but not a guy that's going to break away from you, but certainly a guy that you don't necessarily want to meet in the hole.
Yeah, and the thing is that he does have the size and the range to level in the open field, but he also has enough slipperiness that if he doesn't want to take somebody on, he doesn't have to. He gets a lot of yardage after contact where he's strong enough to run through arm tackles, but the reason they're arm tackles is because he can maneuver his body in a way to make it where the defense is not getting a clear, a squared up shot at him. That's one thing I really like about his game. So I think that there's a little bit of wasted motion in his gait that he can tighten up, and if he does, I think he will become that much faster in his top end. But because of his gait, he's a violent runner, and there's not a lot of contact. There's not a lot of glancing contact that's going to get him down.